Yo, you know who it is. You know what it is, man. Your country can't fuck your Alabama cousin, JABO ENT. Complete Game ENT is in the building. And right now you tuned in to Brims and Bluntz, man, the highest podcast on the planet, man. And today, man, I got a very special guest in the building. You know, my nigga that came and shut it down before we chopped up some real game, you know what I'm saying? And he back again, man, and you know what I'm saying? Tell y'all what the fuck going on, man. My young nigga too deep, man. What's going on?
Man, everything is good. Peace and blessings. Like I say always, it's game for sale. I'm just blessed to be back in your building, you know?
Oh, yeah, man. We blessed to have you in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? They say what they say is a treat when players meet.
Always.
Every time, man.
Always.
You know
always.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, we gonna jump right into it, man. I seen you was at the Players Ball, man. They gave a young player a trophy, man.
Man, I gotta say this first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? It was a blessing to go up there to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And fellowship with Juju the Gentleman and Bishop Don Magic One. I appreciate them for recognizing, you know, my work and all the things that I am put in the game over the years. And it was a blessing to get to celebrate them times and those moments with other players, you know what I'm saying? Other people that I respect in the community, you know what I'm saying? Right.
So what was the actual award? Was it just, you know what I'm saying, a trophy just for your hard work, or was it actually a title on it?
Man, it was a, you know, like a Gentleman of Leisure award, you know, more so, you know, just respecting, you know, that I respect the craft and the work that I didn't put in for the craft and the game, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And now, another thing, the bishop actually handed you this award himself.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And we was talking out camera earlier, and I was saying, you know, a lot of people might have been in the presence of the bishop, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot, but it's another thing for him to know you and you to know him. You know what I'm saying? So just speak on that a little bit, man, how it feel for the man that's at the top of his game in the game, you know what I'm saying, to recognize you, you know what I mean, coming up through the ranks in the game.
Well, I think it's you know, a blessing because, you know, growing up, a lot of times, you know, you have other people that you look up to who laid the groundwork before you. So for me, you know, coming up, he was obviously one of the most notable. Juju as well. You know, you got your Kenny Reg, you got your obviously Pimpin' Ken, and Pimpin' Ken was like the first person ever like to give me a trophy or recognize me. So I got to show him some love too. That might have been, man, we talking 13 foot. Look, that might have been like 08, right? I might have got like my first trophy in like 08. It's fucking 2022, right?
Okay.
So that shows you the amount of consistency that I didn't put out there. But for at this particular moment, you know, to get an accolade like that, it hits different because I'm so much back in my music mode and just really trying to man, introduce the game and the culture and just my way of thinking to the world, to the masses. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's dope, man. That's dope. You actually got to perform at the ceremony as well.
No doubt. And for me to be honest, I didn't get there expecting a trophy or any kind of accolade. And I want to shout out Rollo the Pimp and Mr. Silky Slim. You know what I'm saying? Two other players who I have to, you know, give nothing but love and respect to, and they were at the event as well, and I'm shouting them out because we all got to perform, you know, together. We got to sing it together. You know, they've been putting music out and represent for the game at a very high level for a very long time, and so we all, you know, kind of came to do our thing on the stage, you know what I'm saying? The awards were just, you know what I'm saying, just a, you know, surprise, you know, respect, you know what I mean?
Right. Now you've been here before, you know what I'm saying? We covered your whole background and, you know what I'm saying, your roots in Memphis, you know what I mean? But, you know, for the motherfuckers who weren't here the first time, you did what I'm saying.
No doubt.
Let everybody know, you know, where you hailing from, man.
Oh, man, you know, Memphis 10, you know, making easy money, you know.
Yeah.
In style, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you might need to Google this shit. But man, I'm from a city, you know, full of players, hustlers, gangsters. You know, you got your robbers, you got your murderers, you got your hard-working citizens. You know, you got some of everything, but you got a whole lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of all the crime and the negativity, you know, a lot of roses grow up out there, motherfucker. And if you look at the game right now, it's a whole lot of noise being made out of Memphis, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Sure. We in Atlanta right now. We can go in an Atlanta club right motherfucker now, you dig? Right. And you might hear a whole set of Memphis songs. You know what I'm saying? Like several artists. So I'm just happy to be still represent for my city. And at a time where I get to see shit come tenfold. Because I remember, you know, really grinding, 10, 12, 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a young nigga still, basically. Right. But, you know, I started grinding, like, young. Right. So, like, I didn't see eras of this shit. I didn't see the music scene change. I didn't see how hard it is to come up because I didn't been working in them times, dropping out 40, 50,000 CDs, praying something happen. Right. And so to see so many Memphis artists start to get love and appreciation from the globe, it's a beautiful thing.
So what Memphis artists that you feel like don't get their just due? You know what I'm saying? From the industry or just from the masses, you know what I mean?
Shit, we gonna start off with my motherfucking self.
Facts.
First, before we start off with anybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm underrated in a motherfucker with them lyrics, though. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers think this shit just some pimping and it's just some player shit. No, nigga, pay attention, man. Lyricism, I'm at the top of the craft. You can put me in the booth with Jay-Z. I'm gonna kill that shit. Yeah. That's who I am. I don't go in no room thinking I'm less than or more than. I just know I got that. Yeah. Like, I got that. You know how you see a nigga at the park and he be like, oh, I could have went to the league? Yeah. Like, for real. For real. Like, for real. I'm like that. Nah, I'm him. I ain't scared of no smoke on no microphone. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to be a player, too. Right. So, you know, now, aside from the bullshit, I would have to give something like that to, I would probably say Don Tripp. I feel like Don Tripp gets love and support, but because Don Tripp, you know, his subject matter may not be what the whole world want to hear every now and then. Right. You know, he just speak on the truth and real shit. I feel like a lot of times when you like that, you get overlooked, and I'm one of them type of people that deal with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't collaborate before, but you know what I'm saying? I would say I respected his grind for the longest, and I respect his lyricism and his bars, and that he just stay true to himself. He don't try to be nothing he not. Right. A lot of niggas not like that. A lot of niggas put on a false persona of who they feel like they should be for the motherfucking camera, but when the camera go off, like, you's a goofy, you's a clown, you's a corny ass nigga. Right. And so where I'm from, you know, you had to be what you said you was. You had to stand on who you was, and that's how I just know to be raised. Like, I don't know how to put on a clown suit for the internet. Like, if I joke, nigga, it's because I'm joking from a genuine space, because that's like who I am. Like, if you know me, like, you know this nigga gonna talk shit. He gonna play around. He's an entertaining motherfucker. But I ain't finna get on the internet and, like, play myself for no clout. Right. You dig? And we in that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Clout, that's a hell of a drug, bro. Like, that's the motherfucking, and it's like the gift that keep on giving. You feel me? Cause, like, niggas would do anything just to get them likes in them comments. You know what I'm saying? Whether they good comments, bad comments, niggas don't give a fuck. Niggas just want their phone to be pinging. You know
hey, that's all a nigga want to see, is them notifications jumping off, man. Hopefully from a bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what niggas be wanting to see, man. But look, I ain't knocking you, man. Do what you do, but just know everything that you do in the dog come back to the light. So, with that being said, man, if you's a clown and you know you perpetrating something that you not, be aware that at some point, you know what I'm saying, if you keep putting fire to the flame, sooner or later, man, hey, man, you gotta stop, you gonna get burned. Yeah, stop. You did, you did. Like, out, man. Yeah, go and put you a PSA out and let us know this shit entertainment only, man. Because there's some of us out here really been living the shit that we've been talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, you know, taking wins and losses, you know what I'm saying? But just speaking on they truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, you saying you always, you know what I'm saying, been a comedic nigga. You dropping pistols over there or something?
Man, don't kill me, man. Don't kill me, man.
But yeah, so what inspired you to start doing the little Instagram? You know what I'm saying? When you be calling the niggas, I seen you call Joe Biden, you call motherfucking you called Russell Westbrook, you called a couple niggas and got on their ass, man. Like what inspired you to do that?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I play like this. I've been joking around since like before I can remember. Everything you see me fuck with, if it's some art, if it's basketball, if it's, you know, music, all this shit just who I was as a kid. I was a class clown, hands down, everywhere. Right. So, you know, now that we in a new era, you know, I started thinking, you know what I'm saying, when I came up with the concept of changing my Instagram name to 2D TV and starting from scratch, which I think I was in the process of doing maybe when I came last time. Oh, yeah, huh? I knew that my plan was to show more of me, more of the entertaining side of me, because I feel like if you truly gonna be an artist, especially in these times, it's gonna have to be bigger than music. People want to know you. People want to feel like they fuck with you. And so for me, you know, I'd be lying to myself if I just gave you, man, nothing but player shit or nothing but intellect. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit is me. You might catch me today, I'm on some real Malcolm X ass, you know, black people need to get their shit together shit. You might catch me tomorrow, be like, man, that man was pimping like a motherfucker, man. That man was popping some shit and just let me say something to the bitch. And then you might see me the day after that, I might be on some real hip hop shit, some funny shit, whatever. All these things are what makes up a person, right? Because if you're a human, you're naturally multifaceted. It's just like fake nature for people to put it out there like, oh, like you a ball player, so you shouldn't do nothing but play ball. Like it's nothing else in life you good at. Or you're a rapper, so how could you be this? Nigga, Magic Johnson turned into one of the biggest black businessmen ever. When he was hooping, he predominantly never saw that shit coming. Right. But it's just other sides to you as a human as you grow and as you know, get into the things you like and you figure out what's like your passions. I'm a man of many passions. So for the comedy shit, man, like I say, it came natural. Like a lot of my niggas, like, right, we'll fuck around and we talk, you know, I talk sports all day. You got on the Lakers hat, like, I argue about LeBron till we die, right? Right. You know, I was the same way about Mike. You know, one thing, keynote to the young niggas, when you young, find somebody you love and respect to mentor you, to like motivate you to be better. Because if you don't got nobody to look up to, then you don't know how to, you like, want greatness, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You lost. You lost. A lot of niggas is fucked up because like the niggas that they mentoring themselves after ain't even really people that's like longing for greatness. They just got some money or they got some success. See, greatness is about like, man, like every time I see this nigga, he make me want to be better. Right. Like this nigga's inspiring. Like Michael Jordan was fucking inspiring. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get back into what I was saying. You know, all these things will happen when I'd be on the phone kicking shit with my partners. Like I'd naturally be talking about Bron and be like, oh, I gotta call Bron, man. Tell that man we need to trade such and such, man. Yeah. You know, I'm just joking around. Man, dog, I'm finna call Megan Thee Stallion, man. Let her know, you know what I'm saying? She need to fuck with me. Just kicking shit. So I believe the first joint I might have been Joe Biden at the gas pump. I think that was either it was Joe Biden at the gas pump or it might have been like Will Smith. I think I did one with Will Smith too. Will slapped Chris. When he slapped Chris. It was one of them. And man, people just like that shit. They just love that shit. They just took to it because I naturally joke around and talk shit like this anyway. And it just rolls off my it's not like I'm writing a script or I'm coming up. It's just like literally off the cuff. Man, I thought of something. Get the phone out. And I'm kicking shit and it's relatable. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, people embrace it because sometimes people be like, man, that's how I feel. Or this country motherfucker said that shit just like I would say that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that shit just kind of went from there, man. I think the joint I did with Joe Biden had did like 600,000 views on TikTok or some shit. And I was like, oh, I got some shit. Like y'all like this shit for real? You know what I'm saying? Let's go with it. Let's go with it. But from Jump Street, when I named my shit Too Deep TV, I always had intentions of making this shit more about me entertaining people and less about me just being like I'm just dropping songs and freestyles and been doing that forever. Everybody does that.
Right.
But I want to do something that separates me from everybody. So when you come to my page, it's like a fucking channel. You know what I'm saying? And my goal is to grow that shit to the point where you like, I'm so entertained by this nigga, whether it's music, whether it's him being funny, whether it's art. Like, I'm so entertained into this nigga where they got to get this nigga a show or something. Like, they got to put this nigga in fit because he do too much. He got too many talents for this nigga not to be involved in the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's real shit, nigga. Hey, y'all niggas hear that, man? You got to be multifaceted in this shit, man. You can't just be stagnant and sitting in one spot and doing one thing, man. You got to goddamn have many talents in this shit, man. So let's switch back to the game a little bit, man. Like, have you ever ran across a nigga who talked a big game, but you could tell the nigga wasn't what he said he was?
Man, all the time. Shit.
How can you tell these niggas, man? Like what's the signs of a nigga? Cause you know a nigga can confront this shit real good. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might have a couple chicks that like him. You know what I'm saying? And he on some boyfriend type shit, but you know what I'm saying? He kicking the shit to you like, you know what I'm saying? He really, you know what I mean? Doing what he want to. Yeah, he really smashing on the gas. You know what I mean? But how can you really tell these niggas, man? Like, can you sniff these niggas out soon as you're in the room with them or what, man?
You know, for me, I've been in the streets so motherfucking long to where, like, this shit just part of instinct. Because, like, you know, after you be in the street a long time, you just have, like, certain views that other people don't have. You peep nigga body language. You peep the tone in a nigga voice. You peep how when you greet a nigga and he shake your hand, how authentic he shake your hand, how firm this shit is. Do a nigga look you in your eye when he talking to you?
Right.
Do a nigga, you know, background, when you start checking it, you know, do it add up. But like you said, you might not have time to check a nigga background. So in the first 30 seconds of just meeting a nigga, like, I'm just looking at all that, how you come across, how you view me. Because some niggas be corny. Like, I don't like niggas that, like, compliment me too much.
Yeah.
When I first meet them.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what you on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You trying to soften a nigga up. You trying to
butter a nigga up for some bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So, you know, it's just 48 laws of power. It's just certain shit, you know, you understand about motherfuckers and just how they carry themselves. But when a nigga, like, move a certain way, you just can feel it. Like, his energy, you like, this is a man. This is a, you know, I can respect him. Like, right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, switch it over then to when you know what I'm saying, when you getting approached by a female or you looking for a female, like what you look for in a female, you know what I'm saying, just for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not saying when you was in the, you know what I mean, in the game doing X, Y, and Z. I'm just saying, like, for yourself. You feel me?
I say this, man, you know, what I look for in a female ain't gonna never change, probably. You know what I mean? Because, and I'm not just saying as far as like financially, it's just like if you a female, you have to be an addition. Today's society is built up off women being subtractions. And I just can't do that. I don't give a fuck if I was a complete square ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no bitch finna just subtract from me every fucking month. You dig?
Yeah.
It just ain't who I am. Like, I don't give a fuck how good your pussy is. I don't give a fuck how fat your ass is, how nice your titties may feel and all this shit. That's all good and cute. But you just taking, bitch. What you bringing back to the motherfucking table? Right. That shit matters. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't always financial. It might be, you know what I'm saying, the certain things, the certain energy that bitch bring out of you. It might be her assistance. It might be, you know what I'm saying, like, she's an asset. But some got to be an asset aside from her beauty. That's not enough. That's not going, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then I don't ever see me being the type of nigga that, you know what I'm saying, just comfortable, just like not being able to have more than one female. Like, I don't see how that shit would ever work for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, tell a motherfucker all the time, man, you know, the other nigga, he might not be no king, nigga. I'm a king. Like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like, man, kings don't have no one woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even if they got one for a second, just know another one coming. You know what I'm saying? Another one coming. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't, you know, I just feel like, man, these are things that just in my mentality, man. I like beautiful women. I like living my life a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no super flashy nigga as I used to be when I was younger. But I just like a certain quality of life, man. And I like enjoying my life a certain kind of way, dog.
Yeah. Shit, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Goddamn. Well, shit, let's switch back to the music a little bit, man. What you working on new, dog? I know you got something cooking up in the pot now.
Oh man, shit. Hey, this shit I got in this pot so nasty right now. When we get out the camera, I'm gonna play a little.
Yeah. I need to hear something.
Man, what I got coming, man, is just greatness, man. If they ain't heard the single yet, they gonna have to get up on it. Called Iceberg Slim. Got you know, pimp type MJG on there. You know what I'm saying? The Orange Man legend himself.
Right.
And you know, we kicking some gang, we kicking some real shit, we kicking some wisdom too. And that record, I'm just really released it. I'm just, you know, building it up. Y'all gonna see it's gonna be a very big record when I get to doing what I do. Man. Hot Rod.
Oh yeah, man.
My motherfucking nigga, Hot Rod. You know what I'm saying?
Why I asked that. I knew
Day
Hot
one
Rod
collaborator. That's my sound. You know, some niggas just got a sound like Wayne sound best with Manny Fresh and. Right. You know, like you like hearing the clips with Pharrell. You like hearing, you know, Snoop with Dre. You know, that's my Dre.
So, like, how did you know that Hot Rod was the one to run with, man? Like, 'cause I know you didn't work with plenty of other producers coming up along your journey. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my nigga King Muggsy too.
Yeah, shout out to him,
my brother. He done made a lot of my tracks too, for sure. Man, it was just organic. It wasn't forced. It was like, you know, every time I get around Hot Rod, it was always like he'll play some shit and I could just instantly fill in the blank. And it just feel like a glove. It was just like, this it.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of thinking. When I write raps, I don't like to do a lot of thinking. I like this shit to just come. And when the beat touches me enough, you know, I ain't forcing shit. So I make something that's like great in a very short amount of time. Like I'm good with words. And I'm good with feeling something out and just like, as a kid, I could listen to a track for like 25 seconds, tell you to pause it, and then literally write the whole shit and then be like, all right, I could go record this.
Right.
That's just how my mind worked. Like, no bullshit. And so a lot of his shit would do that for me. It would be like, man, I heard, whoa, hey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it just fit. And Memphis, we got a sound. And so Hot Rod to me embodies that Memphis sound, but he embodies a lot of soul too. And a lot of my music is soul music. It's from the heart. But he also give a nigga that bass when a nigga need that street shit too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, salute to Hot Rod, man. Cold motherfucker, dog. For real. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about some of the artwork, man. You still painting and shit? Are you?
Most definitely. Although I don't have as much time to do as many as I used to, I definitely still do it. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I sell a lot of art, so like I want to shout out all the people that like buy paints from me because like, man, I done sold a whole lot of motherfucking art. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people from all across the U.S. be tapping in, just buying shit from me, and I appreciate that.
Man, have you ever started a painting and was like, nah, let me start this shit over. This ain't it.
Hell
right
yeah.
here. Like, goddamn.
Hell yeah.
Or even finish the motherfucker was like, nah, let me just do this motherfucker all the way over.
Do that all the way over. Man, because art is subjective, right?
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, sometimes you'll make some shit and not like it, and then another person will view it from a different perspective and love it. Right. And that's why art will forever be like worth so much because you never know who feels like they value is more to them.
Right.
It ain't like a car where it's like, oh, this shit for sure $50,000 and it's gonna depreciate over time. Right. Art is like, man, somebody handmade this product. And as their value grows, the value of this grows. And, you know, this is a one-of-a-kind thing, and it's special. Right. So, for me, man, art, dog, it's just another. It's like another passion, cause like when you think about life, you really are what you leave behind.
Real talk.
You see what I'm saying?
Real talk.
And so, no matter if 10 million people got a hold of something I did, or 1,000, or 10,000, or 100,000, it's really all about what a nigga left behind. Whether that be game, whether that be music, whether that be art, whether that be a quote, whether that be, you know, some advice. Like, what did you leave behind and make motherfuckers remember you, you know, from a positive light? I mean, at least that's what I would hope, what everybody would be hoping for.
Right.
In the end.
Right.
And I think for me, that's what it's about for me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that we at the end of anything. Just saying that, man, you know, that inspires me. Like, I care about, like, the work that I put in.
Yeah.
You know
nigga, if
saying?
the end was tomorrow, nigga.
Yeah.
A nigga track record already good enough for a nigga be like, oh, boy, that nigga was.
That nigga
A1.
was about that. Yeah, like, man, damn, bro. He really did all that. And that's enough for a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit, nigga. Real shit, man. Hell yeah, man. Shit, what would you tell a young nigga, you know what I'm saying, that might be thinking about getting in the game, or he dibbling and dabbling his toe right in the game, you know what I'm saying? We tell a nigga go stay on the sidewalk.
I need that lighter again for that. Where the light is?
Hey, cause you know I gotta let you kick your shit, man. And talk to these young niggas, man. Cause too, man, there's a lot of niggas out here, you know, playing with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They getting people hurt. They, you know what I'm saying? They fucking up lives and fucking up homes and shit. And you know what I'm saying? And they out here playing, bro. So it's like, what would you tell a young nigga?
First of all, let me tell a nigga the game ain't for everybody, man. It ain't for everybody. If everybody could do that, then everybody would do that. Everybody would just maximize their life sitting around chicken traps. You know what I'm saying? But like, first of all, to understand the game, you got to master the art of psychology. You got to understand how to deal with other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand what make other people tick and how you gonna play on it. And everybody may think they skilled at it just because a motherfucker hand them some money. But you gonna have to have some mental toughness, some discipline, some luck, some, you know what I'm saying? Some thirst for educating yourself outside of, you know, what you can do with a female. You gonna have to have all that. What you said
last time, you said you got to have a stomach for this shit, man. That right there, that right there kind of something. You got to have a stomach for this shit, man. You got,
cause you gonna go through it, dog. You like the feeling of the first time, like you start getting some money that way, like like a female, like, oh, I want to give you some money, and then another female wants to assist her, and another female.
Speak on it too. Speak on it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's probably gonna be a thrill like no other, but how long will it last? Cause it's too many possible outcomes for it to continuously stay the same dynamic, like day after day after day after day. Like, you just think people with personalities and emotions and different backgrounds just all gonna stay the exact same people for 5-10 years. No.
Right. Yeah, right.
No, you're not gonna probably be the same 5-10 years, especially if you're getting some money. You're gonna start thinking different and dreaming different. And so, you know, I think as a young man who's saying that, like, I want to choose like a gentleman of leisure type of lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take this into perspective, man. You gonna need a stomach for, you know, shit's gonna happen that like you're not gonna be prepared for. Yeah. And you ain't never went through that shit. So you say you ain't gonna do nothing crazy when that bitch leave. Let that bitch leave. Let that bitch leave and you got $1,200 to your name and the rent due in 3 days.
Man.
Let that bitch leave and, you know, you just made plans to take a vacation with her and do all this extra ass shit with her because she been down with you for a minute, and then she dip off with another nigga. It's crushing. It's,
yeah.
You know, you ain't prepared for it.
Now, is it more crushing if she dip off with another player or a trick? Which one hurt the most? In your eyes, not saying that ever happened to you. I'm just saying, like, which one?
I ain't seen
feel
it
like,
all. Shit, I ain't seen both sides of it. Man, I think it's I think it depends on the scenario. Cause like, for instance, if a female been with you for a long time, I think it would be very unexpected for you to be like, oh, she went and chose to fuck with this other dude. No, like the situation. Yeah, because you're like, oh man, it was money involved.
Right.
Money. They say money the root of all evil, right? So when money involved, motherfuckers gonna make decisions sometimes that you gonna be like, man, I ain't never see that one coming. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it came. Yeah. Because, you know, a motherfucker say they real as a motherfucker. Throw 50 grand on the table. See how real they gonna keep it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this what money do. So, okay, like, as much as it may hurt, like, I might not be as shocked that you fuck with another person based on money. Like, they could save you or some shit. You might have been tired of the game, whatever the fuck. But when it come to, I guess, more so choosing another motherfucker, that can hurt a nigga harder because now you gotta have the stomach to accept. You know, hey man, that motherfucker been with you 5 years, still woke up and one took that money and gave to him like you never existed, nigga. All them nights she was like, I'll never ever leave. I'll never fuck with you. Hey man, there she gone, man. Blah, and she instantly went and got down with another motherfucker. That can hurt a nigga.
But so do that make you question yourself? Like what nigga? What did I do
again,
wrong?
It depends on the person.
Like what did I do wrong for a motherfucker to jump up after 3-4 years and you know what I'm saying?
You gonna do that because you a man. Like you gonna like what could I have done differently? Of course you gonna do that. Now if you genuinely feel like you did everything in your power, you know that bitch just a punk. Like you know what I'm saying? That bitch just a punk, man. I did everything I could to possibly put that bitch in a winning scenario, man. And she just. You know, that could happen too, but of course you gonna question to see if
you make adjustments to the game.
Hell like, yeah, you gotta always make adjustments.
Yeah,
always. I don't even care if you feel like you did everything right. Always. Yeah, because you never did. You could always did better.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I used to have a coach who say that shit. Like, nigga, they say ain't nobody perfect. You could be the first motherfucker perfect.
For real though. Like for real though, man. It was plenty times in my past I look back like, you know, I was like, oh, I was tight as a motherfucker then. But then I think about how I am now. I'd be like, oh, I could have been way colder. I could have been way slicker, way smarter, way ahead of that situation with that bitch. Could have cut that nigga off sooner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get your game. You got to figure out what, you know, how you gonna read people, how you gonna read the room, how you gonna read your life. Right. Shit take time, man.
Right. And even with that, like you just said, cut that nigga off sooner. You feel me? Like, how does that work? Like, do niggas hang together like that, or do niggas kind of stay in their own lane? I'm getting my money. I'm doing my thing.
I used to.
You know what I mean? Like, and you know, we don't really mix that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I used to hang. Man, we used to hang like crazy, like all night. You know, out on the strip. 7, 8, 9, 10 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? All the jewelry on, standing on shit. But get older, man. You get grown. You start having more responsibilities. You know, for me anyway. Right. And so, you know, a lot of the guys still congregate and get together and link up and do things. But just for me and my space that I'm in, I don't got time. Right. You know what I'm saying? I would love to. Like, that's why I like shit like that players ball situation. Because, like, I could go there and see a lot of people I don't get to see on a day-to-day basis because I'm moving different on a day-to-day basis. My attention ain't just on what just it used to be on, which used to be making money. Right. You know, that's how my life used to predicate around, making money. Of course I like to make money, but now it's like my purpose. Like I really got to get to it. So like I got to dedicate more of myself to, you know, my purpose and my journey more so than just making money. Like we going to make money and spend money forever. Like, but... You know, there's more to this shit.
Facts. Now with that players ball, man, like who is it? Like one person or like a committee of people that put that on when they go to different cities, or like you know the committee from that city kind of put it on? Because I remember back in the day I was watching a documentary on the boy Snooki, you know what I'm saying, and it was his turn to put on the players ball, so he was really, you know, smashing the gas and, you know what I'm saying, making sure everything was lined up right. I got to get these trophies. We got to get these, you know what I'm saying? We got to get this shit right. You know what I'm saying? So how does that work, man?
I think it depends on the situation, but usually people from that city, you know, the person from that city usually puts it together with his group of partners. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or by himself, you know, for instance, you know, Don Juan puts together a huge joint in Chicago, probably annually.
Right.
But it's a lot of other cities they have him in where they may like bring him out to host him. But, you know, usually a person from that city, you know, puts it like Juju just did his in D.C., you know, that's where he from.
Right.
You know, so he bring everybody out from the other cities, come through, you know, show up, show love, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, that's love, man. That's what's up, man. So what's next for a young player, man? What's next on the horizon, dog?
Man, dog, taking over the world then laughing about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's next, taking over the world then laughing about this shit, you know. For me, man, I just continuing to grow the platform. You know, niggas ask me what you doing with this or what you doing with that. And right now, you know, I tell a nigga my goal was never and still ain't to like get a record deal. Yeah. My goal is to build a platform.
Right.
See what I'm saying? See a record deal, you know, that's cool. I ain't saying I don't want one. Right. I'm just telling you, as far as being a businessman, you want to build your platform to the point where you don't need nobody. You're your own entity. Right. Now, if somebody wants to come and do business with your entity, you already done showed that you a profitable business. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. I can do that with or without I could be a game for sale entertainment. It could be a functioning, profitable business. Right. Completely without the leadership of a record label. Right. Now, the partnership of a record label can take game for sale entertainment to another level. But it's on me to make my business and my company as profitable as possible, whether that be through music, whether that be through entertainment, art, whatever the fuck I'm doing. So that's all I'm concerned with. That's all my focus is on, is building my brand, building my entity, and whatever come along with this, so be it. But I'm perfectly fine grinding it out and you know, controlling my own motherfucking destiny. I ain't no pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you heard it here from the man himself, man. Hey, it was an honor and a pleasure, man, to have you in the building once again, dog. You know what I'm saying? I think we really covered some bases, man, and really gave these people a little game that they can,
definitely,
you know, they can live with, man. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
My boy said news they can use. You hey, man.
And I want to thank you for inviting me back on, man. It's always an honor and a pleasure. I love how you always had your business together. You always sharp. You always in order. And I think a lot of people can take notes from you because you wear a lot of hats. You know what I'm saying? Just like I wear a lot of hats, he wear a lot of hats. He always grinding. Right. And you can see that in certain people where you like, oh, they want it. They gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Got to get it out here, man. Hey, man, y'all hold what y'all got, man. Been another episode of Brims and Bluntz. My brother Too Deep in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what we did. We chop game. We out of here. Blah.